Now, apparently, Netflix has won the bid for Warner Brothers, and it's likely that the acquisition will happen. Now, I'm saying it's likely because I'm hearing some stuff that there might be some intervention to stop this. And I honestly hope that it is stopped because if this ends up happening, then Netflix will have control over half the movies and TV shows that are being made. And that's a big problem because Netflix is a streaming services, and if half of the stuff that's out there is on Netflix, then most likely a lot of the stuff that everyone would want to watch would be on Netflix, and they could just end up charging a lot of money for it, and well, we wouldn't really have any other choice than to watch it. I mean, to pay for it and to watch it, and that is a big problem. So for the consumers, yeah, the price for Netflix subscriptions are likely to go up because they can, and people will pay for it, and that's a problem. Considering that most people don't want to pay for subscription services, they're not heavy subscription viewers. I mean, a lot. I'm talking mostly about the movies. A lot of the movies that people watch, they just want to go to the theaters and watch it. They want to pay for subscription services, and with Netflix, there is a possibility that some of the big movies and all that stuff might end up being on streaming only. And they do have some big names. If this goes through, they will have a lot of big names that they have control over. I mean, Harry Potter, that's a big one. The Game of Thrones universe, another big one. The Monsterverse, okay, not a big one, but I love the Monsterverse. And a lot of other IP too. And because of this, well, it feels like it's gonna be a complete mess for everyone involved apart from Netflix. And I'm also hearing stuff that the movies that will be released in theaters, if this does go through, the window would be shorter and it will move to Netflix quicker. So yeah, that's not really great. Now, I don't know how the finances would work with that. I mean, if a movie stays in the movie theater for a long time, then there's a as long as people are watching it, there's more money coming in. And if it gets moved to streaming, then the money gets cut off on the theaters. So it's a big problem for movie theaters. I mean, they're gonna lose a lot of revenue because of this, and the movie industry is struggling a lot these days because the movies that are coming out, most people are just not watching it, and it is a problem. So for the theaters, it's a big issue, and I'm wondering, will it really affect the production of all this? If I mean, Netflix owns everything, I'm guessing. I don't know how the finances actually go, but anyway, so I'm not gonna get into that. But yeah, so for the movie theaters, it's a problem, and from the average moviegoer, it's also a problem because if it ends up being a timeline of 1 month and then it gets moved to Netflix, well, the average moviegoer, they might not be able to watch the movie because people don't really. A lot of people just don't time when movies come out. They just go to watch a movie and when they have free time, and if it's just a month, then they might miss the window to go see a movie. They don't have the time or they don't notice it enough. And so for the moviegoers, it is a bit of a pain too. But it's probably mostly going to be a pain for the movie theaters and the people who are paying for subscription services because they're going to have to end up paying a lot because Netflix can charge them a lot. I mean, what else are we supposed to do? So yeah, and another thing to note is if the competition keeps shrinking, and what's the other big competition that they have? I guess it might be Disney, and if Disney ends up buying whatever the other streaming services and all that stuff with the IPs, and it ends up a situation where it's a duopoly, and that's bad. Then they could just keep increasing the prices, and we won't really have a choice because we have to pay for at least one of them to watch at least some of the stuff we want. And it decreases competition and it gives more control to these companies, and it's a huge problem. So yeah, this is honestly, for anyone who loves watching TV shows and movies, it is a bad situation for everyone apart from Netflix. And I hope it doesn't happen. I hope there is some intervention to stop it. And honestly, I hope some other company other than another streaming service or anything movie or a TV show related company buys it. I hope those types of companies don't buy it. If an outsider company that's doing some other stuff buys it, fine. And if they have a lot of money under their belt to use, fantastic. But these companies all buying each other, I don't feel like it's a good thing. And yeah, let's wait and see what happens, I guess. But I don't know what to say about this. I really hope it doesn't happen. And also, there's one other thing I guess we could think about. If Netflix ends up owning these IPs, then the themes of a lot of shows and movies, the way it's done, all that stuff could become way too similar. I mean, we heard a lot about that stuff with Disney and Star Wars and Marvel, and we've seen that stuff. And if Netflix has all this stuff, it could go in quite a similar direction, and that would just make everything seem repetitive, similar, and boring. So yeah, let's wait and see what happens, I guess. But as of right now, things don't really look all that good.